Hi Jane, well, we're hearing about those hosepipe bans and there's no rain in the forecast for a long time across parts of the south of the UK. One of our weather watchers, walking tractor, spotted this working combine harvester bringing the crops in Norfolk. And although there's a lot of dry weather to come today, across the northern half of the UK, we are seeing a few shower clouds feed in. Now, in answering the big question, when is it going to rain? Well, not for the next 5 days across those really dry areas, but I reckon actually this dry run of weather is going to last a long time. Southern parts of England and Wales, I don't think we'll see rain for the next 10 days, but perhaps even as long as the next 2 weeks. So perhaps the back end of August we could see some heavier rain moving in, but that's an awful long way off.
Hello, good afternoon. No big changes in the forecast for us across the capital as we head through the rest of this week and into the start of next. It is set to stay dry. Our long dry spell just continues. There's no significant rainfall in the forecast at all.
Good evening. I'm afraid no real rain in the forecast for the foreseeable future at the moment. A lot of sunshine to be had. Today has felt fresher than it did earlier on in the week perhaps, but temperatures are set to rise. So this dip in the jet stream is the reason we've had fresher air with us, but as higher pressure builds in, that's going to be giving us all of this dry weather, this sunny weather, and also allowing temperatures to rise as the air gradually in situ gets warmer. But those values are set to rise as we head through the weekend and into next week. Those numbers edging upwards, heading towards 30 degrees by midweek. Pollen up next. Well, many people seeing relief from their hay fever at the moment as grass pollen levels have dipped right down, but we have still got moderate levels, and that's principally weed at the moment. Have a very good weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.
How's the weekend looking then, Thomas?
Well, Rita, we spoke less than 24 hours ago. I can tell you there's very little change on the weather front. So lots of dry weather, lots of sunshine around as well, but not absolutely everywhere. Let's have a look at the headline then for the weekend. A little rain in the forecast, but it is going to mostly fall in Scotland. Now, I want to show you the animation of the weather systems around the UK over the next 5 days at high speed. So let's animate this and watch the weather fronts and the areas of blue. You can see how most of them quite literally just shoot off to the northwest, completely missing much of England and Wales. Let's do that again with the explanation why, and it's because there's an area of high pressure here and it's here to stay, so warm and sunny weather across the bulk of Europe. And in fact, across southern parts of the UK, it does look as though it's going to stay dry for the next 10 days or so, perhaps for the next 2 weeks, bar the odd shower, and that of course is not good news. And turning warmer, 27 degrees Celsius, and that is a hint of things to come. This high pressure is going to be building across the UK and much of Europe throughout next week, and with it it's going to bring a warm atmosphere with rising temperatures and hot air spreading in from the south, mid to high 30s across France, at least low 30s in southern parts of the UK, and in the north it's going to turn very warm as well. So yes, hotter weather on the way, and it stays predominantly dry.
And rising temperatures are expected as well. For the north of the UK, we've lost those showers that we've seen over recent days. It becomes dry for all of Scotland, with their temperatures here running into the low, perhaps mid-20s in the warmest areas, but it becomes quite hot further southwards, with temperatures in London and Cardiff reaching the low 30s. The hottest areas perhaps up to about 33 the middle of next week.
A very good evening to you. More and more sunshine expected as we slide into the weekend, staying mostly fine and dry for the vast majority, feeling pleasantly warm, and into next week, hints of things hotting up. Temperatures set to rise a fair few degrees. Hi there.
Yeah, hi Alice, and it's looking warm and sunny as you'd expect over the next few days, and indeed into next week. It looks as though things are going to turn quite hot across many parts of the UK. So here it is, very warm and sunny, and now we are increasingly confident that a heat wave is likely next week across the capital. So let's have a look at those temperatures, and you'll see that. Look at these medallions, these sunshines, and that rise. I think by the time we get to Friday, it could even be hotter than 31, could be something like 32, 33 degrees Celsius. So not as hot as that excruciating 40 degrees we had, but this is going to be quite a prolonged spell of heat that could possibly last into the weekend as well. Alice, it's over to you.
A lot of gold medals there you've got.
Yeah,
Thank
medallions.
you, Thomas. Have a good evening.